Welcome to today's episode of Dr. Philly, the show where I help the lovely citizens of Philadelphia with any and all of their problems. I'm your host, Dr. Philly, and we've got an eventful show with some interesting guests lined up for y'all. Today starts the first part of our two-part series focusing on common troubles for Temple University students. Let's take a look at our first owl, Lily Sloan, who can't lay off the caffeine.
This is Lily Sloan. We are about to experience her daily routine with her raging Richie's coffee addiction. She first starts out by walking into Richie's with a cup of Richie's coffee that she previously bought the day before. After Lily studied until she finished her second cup of coffee, she decides to leave Richie's Cafe and meet up with a friend, but before she has to order another drink, of course. Lily and Nicole meet up to grab some coffee and catch up at the wall. But little does Nicole know, Lily is only there for the coffee.
My dog's horse is really sick, and I had to take him to the vet like 3 times last week, and they even said this could be one of his
Hold that thought, I have to grab another coffee.
Oh.
No, I got this one.
Lily's addiction has gotten out of hand. She's spending every dollar at Richie's. She's only sleeping 3 hours a night. Every conversation, she brings it back to coffee. I just hope that Dr. Philly can help her.
Will Lily get the help she needs? Let's go back to Dr. Philly to find out.
Now that we've learned a little bit about her situation, let's hear from Lily herself. Lily, thank you for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me. Honestly, I don't know why I'm here. My friend has been telling me to come on this show for the longest time because of my raging Richie's coffee addiction. But it's not an addiction, it's a passion.
Well, there are plenty of people who have coffee every day, but it seems that you have taken it to the next level. I mean, at one point you had yourself hooked up to an IV drip with Richie's coffee in it.
And what's wrong with that? That technique helps the caffeine kick in faster. Anyways, I have not taken this Richie's coffee problem to the next level. I usually have around 6 to 7 coffees a day. It's the only thing that motivates me to show up to my classes.
So if you were to stop drinking coffee right now, do you think you'd have no problem doing so?
Why would there be a reason to stop drinking Richie's coffee? It's a staple in Temple's culture. Richie's isn't the problem, it's the solution.
I can understand that, but from what I've heard from your friend, it seems to be causing you some problems. You spend at least $100 a week on Richie's coffee. You maybe get 3 hours of sleep a day, and you're also getting headaches constantly.
I spend my money on what brings me joy. Who needs things like groceries or textbooks when Richie's right around the corner? The lack of sleep really doesn't affect me. In fact, I feel worse when I get more sleep at night. I do think I have a problem with headaches, but drinking coffee makes them go away. It's true, I saw on TikTok.
Well, did the headaches come before or after you started drinking the coffee? Because it sounds like withdrawals to me. I think this addiction is starting to take over your life.
I don't remember exactly when the headache started. I think after, but once I have Richie's, they go away. It's the only thing that works, and it's not an addiction. Ugh, why can't a girl just enjoy her coffee in peace?
Well, it doesn't seem like we're making too much progress just yet, so let's take a moment and figure out a solution for our friend here. We'll discuss shortly after this break. We'll be right back.
Bro, what are all these loud noises, man?
Are you tired of being waken up by loud noises? Are you tired of being like this guy? Try these new noise-canceling earbuds. These work great in situations where your roommate is playing loud music, or when your roommate is trying something new in the kitchen. If any of these apply to you, you can get your new noise-canceling earbuds at the-noise-canceling-earbuds2001.com.
Welcome back, y'all. Earlier, we broke down some of the struggles Lily has been having with her coffee situation.
I'm not struggling. I'm just a girl with a passion for Richie's coffee.
I don't think you're understanding the gravity of your situation. According to the FDA, 400 milligrams of caffeine is unhealthy for you, and that's about 4 cups of coffee. We need to find a solution for your caffeine addiction.
Okay, so what's your proposal to help me manage my Richie's coffee addiction?
Well, I think that we should start off small. I want you to limit yourself to about 1, maybe 2 cups of coffee, and if you get the urge for more, switch to decaf or water.
I can't possibly cut down that much coffee. Richie's is my happiness. What will I do without my Richie's?
I mean, find other things that make you happy. Go out, exercise. You can find other things that aren't coffee that'll make you happy.
What's in it for me?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you these caffeine patches right here, and it should help you with the withdrawals and reduce your cravings for the caffeine. Think of it as a substitute for the IV.
I guess I can try that out.
And if you can't manage the addiction, I'm afraid we'll have to take more extreme measures by blacklisting you from Richie's.
What? No, you can't do that. Maybe I have a problem. I love Richie's so much. I'll take the first step, but please don't take away Richie's.
Well, I'm glad you're beginning to accept this. It takes a very, very strong person. That's about all we've got for this segment of Dr. Philly. But don't go anywhere. Coming back after break, we'll talk to a couple of rowdy roommates who can't seem to get along. We'll be right back.
Have you been hit by a scooter on campus?
Well, you're in luck. Call Campus Collision Law. We handle all your motorized mishaps.
We do it with all the calls, the claims, and the chaos.
Without the cost.
We strive to provide quick, speedy justice and customer satisfaction every time. Call for a free consultation today.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Dr. Philly. Today's episode has been all about campus conundrums. After a random roommate selection brought them together, they've been feuding for months and can't seem to agree on anything. Let's take a closer look.
Hi, my name is Sam Scone, and I need Dr. Philly's help with my roommate Gladys. Every night, not to mention she sleepwalks, so I don't feel safe in my own home. I can't tell if she's going to come into my room.
My name's Gladys, and I'm sick of being disrespected by my roommate Sam. I think the only thing Sam and I can agree on is how cheap the rent is. I mean, like $300 a month with like no problems. Wow, just wow. Beautiful.
You know, Gladys really freaks me out, especially when she sleepwalks. You know, I'll wake up and hear her making noise in the middle of the night. I hope Dr. Philly can help solve this mess, because it's getting way too out of hand for me.
Now, after a lot of convincing, the two agreed to sit down with me and talk things through. Please welcome roommates Gladys Gunk and Sam Scone.
Thanks for having me, Doc. I'm a huge fan.
I'm glad to be here, Doctor. Hopefully we can start to finally address some of the problems that Gladys causes me every day.
I can't believe that I'm actually on the Dr. Philly show. This is a dream come true for me. I have been watching you since I was a baby.
As I was saying, I wouldn't wish this living situation on my worst enemy. Gladys has no respect for me or my needs.
That's not true. Just because your needs aren't as important as mine does not mean I don't respect them.
Right, so I'm starting to get a feel for the dynamic we have going on here. Gladys, I'd like to hear a little bit more about your climatory needs. It sounds like you really like the cold.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Doc. So, we all know the ancient Egyptians figured out that 55 degrees is the perfect temperature for improved gut strength and hair growth, but some medieval writings also suggest that it has anti-aging properties.
Dr. Philly, I swear I'm living with an alien species here. 55 degrees is insanity. And luckily, I don't have to spend all my time in the house, unlike someone.
Have you ever considered taking matters into your own hands and maybe just adjusting the thermostat?
Oh, I've tried that, but I can't change the temperature by a single degree without her psycho sense kicking in. I just want to walk around the house without having to wear thermal underwear.
I got you those thermal underwear packs for your birthday.
Which you paid for with my credit card.
Is that true, Gladys?
Well, it's partially true. As you saw, I have a bit of a sleepwalking problem, so sometimes I just end up shopping for stuff online. But at least this time, I got you something useful.
All right, now how long has this sleepwalking been a problem for you?
Not until I moved in with Sam.
Or maybe it's because you've lived alone for the past 2 years and you haven't had anyone else to torment.
This is feeling pretty one-sided to me. I'm curious, Gladys, what problems do you have living with Sam?
Well, besides messing with the thermostat, sometimes I'll wake up to find the whole place has been completely rearranged.
Gladys, you do that while you're asleep. I have a job, I have a life. I don't have time to rearrange the apartment. Dr. Philly, you gotta bring some sense into her.
Sam, have you ever considered maybe moving out?
Of course I have, and I want to, but this has gotta be the cheapest apartment in Philadelphia. $300 a month, and we don't even have rats. Besides the one Gladys brought in last week.
Okay, that was Mark's pet rat, and it was for my Halloween costume.
Well, you know, you got to be careful with rats because last week I talked to a group of Philadelphians who got attacked by a group of angry rats at Love Park. Can you imagine how traumatizing that is? But after last week's episode, they're all right.
Doc, I'm really out of options here. I told myself the freezing house was enough, and then the sleepwalking was the last straw. I didn't think it would have to come to primetime TV.
I think I have the perfect solutions that'll leave both of y'all satisfied. Firstly, I'm going to call up my guy at the Temple Villas, and he's going to install a one-way lock on the outside of Gladys's door, so at night she can't mess up anything around the house.
That sounds perfect.
And additionally, if you can't believe it, that same guy will be able to fix the radiator so the heat will only work in half of the house. Now you both can live in peace and quiet and hot and cold. Well, there you have it, folks. Another successful episode of Dr. Philly. We'll be right back with a preview of next week's episode after this commercial break.
Are you tired of early mornings and falling asleep in class? You need Richie's. Richie's keeps you moving between your busy classes. It's the cafe with everything. Richie's offers snacks, sandwiches, pastries, and coffee that's so addicting, it'll keep you coming back. Come visit Richie's today.
Next week on Dr. Philly, meet Renee. She has dreams of taking her game to the next level.
Lofty goals, Renee. Those girls have been training their whole lives to play Division I. Let's see what you're made of.
Sometimes the hardest shot to take is reality.
What those girls have been training, I have been years of confidence and determination.
Can Renee turn her big dreams into reality? Or will she stay another mouse in the barn full of owls? Find out next time on Dr. Philly.